Okay, I wanted to make a video of this comic book, um, Titan Mouse of Might, and I'm not that this is a Comicsgate book per se, but it is a non-mainstream, independent comic book nonetheless. And one of the cool things about it is it came right off the bat is it came with all this cool stuff, multiple Titan bookmarks, a very cool patch, trading cards, stickers, some propaganda for Jesus. Nothing bad about that. And then look at this. Signed. Basically, I don't know, almost like a pinup. Just more and more. Every time you turn the pages, there's a surprise in there. And then, okay, so here's the comic that I got. It's the hardcover. It's just beautiful. You can see there's some of his enemies and and then loved ones. So I want to give this basically 5 out of 5 stars, and it's for more than the obvious that it's obviously a cool looking, cool, very cool artwork, very cool storyline. Okay, overall, which I'm gonna give a little bit away, but not too much. So besides that, that's obviously okay. One reason. Okay, reason two is that it's a very relevant storyline, and I can show some of the art because he did most of this live on his channel, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute and why he should be supported. Okay, because this, like I said, this comic serves more than one purpose of just being a cool comic book. Okay. Um, okay, um, so here's right off the bat. Look at this artwork. Look at this beautiful artwork. Look at the layout, right? Just all. Look at the craftsmanship, right? And he did all this live, which is impressive. Like a lot of this is live. You can go to his channel, and you should go to his channel. So I'm just showing you some of the artwork right off the bat, okay, just to show you. I mean, look at that. Okay. And there's some minor nitpicky critiques, like, that boom is, that's an okay boom. Could be cooler, but that's just nitpicky. No, my point is, I mean, just look at that. Look at that. Okay, so obvious. This is great artwork. Okay, the storyline's pretty almost clear without even having to read it. Okay, and I just got inspired this because when I started reading it, this is another reason. Okay, reason two. It's very relevant, and what I mean by relevant and here, there's a bit of a spoiler here, but I'm gonna. It has to do with animals being tortured in laboratories, and that is like a very big issue with me. Stuff that I pray to God about on some nights, like I have a dog, and I think about how like there's dogs being tortured by Satanists and just satanic people that call themselves scientists for monetary gain to sell you products, and that is a very relevant issue, in which just adds a bit of it makes the story very macabre. Like, okay, it just makes it brings it's like borderline horror right off the bat. Okay, So, and I'm a big fan of horror if it's done well, if it's done tastefully. So that uh, okay, so that is like whether you're left or right or this or that. If you're not like if that's not an issue that gets you heated, that you know what I mean. I don't know what that. It's like do you have a pulse? You know what I mean. It's a very crucial and just I believe just something that like karma, like you don't want that kind of karma, right, on your society. So anyway, besides that, okay, it's what it isn't is a story of a simping male or a and it's not some dim-witted, just uh porn or like stupid like I like entertainment too, but it is entertaining, but it's not just mindless entertainment, I guess I want to say. And it's just the whole lab experimentation on animals just adds like brings realness to it. So it makes it very relevant, which makes me want to just give it another, it's another reason to give it 5 stars. And it's not a strong female leader, which I see a lot of that in Comicsgate. And I'm not saying this is a Comicsgate comic, but this is the type of stuff that people should be leaving the industry for. You know what I mean? That is just trying to push propaganda down people's throats. This, in a subtle way, to me, kind of is propaganda, but it's good propaganda because you would want people to be against like experimenting on lab animals. And so, anyway, on and on. It's just a great comic book, and Gary Shipman hit it out of the park. The craftsmanship is great. It's more than I thought. Even you know what I'm saying. It's even more so. It's and oh, another thing. See, I almost forgot a point, and I got to make this short. Is when I was a young man, and this goes along with one of the issues that the society has is I noticed that there was nowhere you could go in any of these so called colleges, community colleges, where you could learn this trade. And that's why, and so another purpose that this serves is Gary Shipman is basically giving away like an $80,000 to $100,000 education in comic books that you would probably have to go to the Joe Quesada school for. Okay, and if you can't afford that, it's crazy. So that's another purpose that this serves, is that Gary Shipman does all this artwork live. And if you want to learn to do comic books, then you can like basically sub to his channel and you're going to get like a college education. And that was one of my big gripes when I started my channel, that Comicsgate should deal with, and the artists that are coming from the industry, that why they should draw live now and get the educate. If they want to really be a thorn in the side of the people that killed their industry, then they would just go out and make they would be like little force multipliers and just make great comic book artists just pop up everywhere. So anyway, and that's so it's like I have to salute Gary Shipman for this, and thank you so much. And I'm gonna support Titan too, and you should support him. You should back it on Indiegogo. You should go sub to his channel. And thanks for watching. This is the Action Artist, and this is Titan Mouse of Might by Gary Shipman.